Hi everybody. So this is weird. I haven't made a vlog in probably about 3 years now. I've uploaded a few videos, but I haven't made a vlog for several reasons. But the reason I wanted to sit down and film this one is because the other day was 9 years since I uploaded my video about my thoughts on Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows the day after it was released in July 2007. And yesterday I was lucky enough to go and see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child parts 1 and 2 at the theatre. So I basically just wanted to do a throwback video and share some of my thoughts on it. So needless to say, though hopefully you will have got it from the title, please do not watch this video if you have got any plan or any intention to see the play in the future, because obviously this is going to be full of spoilers, and I really cannot stress enough how important it is that when you see the play that you don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to be talking about some of the things that actually happen on stage that you won't get from the script, and trust me, you will have a much better time if it's magical to you and if you're not expecting it. So if you haven't seen the play, if you want to see the play, if you have any plans to see the play, if you think you might see the play in the future, stop watching this video now. Yeah, I was very lucky to get tickets to see it in August 2016 because, as you probably know, they were not easy to come by. I sat in a queue for several hours when they first went on sale in October last year. So 10 months ago now. I was actually on a family holiday. Everyone else was out having fun, and I was sitting in the apartment trying to get Harry Potter tickets. I feel very lucky because some of my friends who were in the same queue aren't seeing it till next year. So I know how lucky I am. Haven't taken it for granted, trust me. So we saw parts 1 and 2 in the same day, which I think is the best way to do it if you're able to. And I just can't stress enough how incredible it was. When I came out yesterday, I didn't have really anything negative to say about it. After sleeping on it, a few things popped into my head that I kind of thought, really? But I would say, like, on a percentage scale, it was probably for me like 99% perfect. The characters really mean a lot to me. They really do. I needed to know that they were all going to be okay, and I got that. For some reason, I just feel better about life now. It feels like a weight's off my shoulders. I've been worried about those characters for the last 9 years, but they're all okay, so that's lovely. My favourite part... Well, my favourite parts were all of the parts where they just created something so magical with the set design or with the special effects. The first one that just gave me goosebumps, and I get goosebumps just thinking about this, was right at the start when they all go to Hogwarts and they kind of swish, and their outfits are quick change outfits, and they go from wearing normal clothes to wearing their Hogwarts robes. And just the best thing about it was the gasp through the audience, just the inhalation as everyone was amazed at the same moment, and it just really set the tone for the whole 2 plays. It was just, all the special effects, in my opinion, were executed perfectly. I mean, there's obviously lots of instances of things kind of going up in the air and levitating, and I wouldn't say I was looking out for ropes or string or anything, but normally, you know, you're aware that's how they're doing it, and you will see something from time to time that indicates that, but I did not see anything once. So I don't know how they did it, but they did it extremely well. And when they travel to the Ministry of Magic, that's amazing. Don't know how they did that. They kind of get sucked through a letterbox. Amazing. The fire when they have jewels, just amazing. And when the prophecy appeared, there's a part where the prophecy appears, and suddenly kind of the whole theatre, the whole auditorium is lit up by black lights, and it's all over the walls and the ceiling in the auditorium. It's just surrounding you, and honestly, I actually missed a whole section of the play at that point because I was just in shock, and I was looking around and I was kind of like, my jaw was literally dropped for a lot of the plays, and I then had to ask Stuart, my boyfriend, what had just happened, because I had lost all my concentration because I was so amazed at the efforts they'd gone to. Like, they redecorated this West End theatre. They'd also put up Hogwarts wallpaper. The cast, oh my god, just so amazing. A highlight for me was Noma as Hermione. I'm a massive Emma Watson fan, and I have been ever since I was really, really young. But she was never Hermione for me. The Hermione I had in my head from the books wasn't really very similar to Emma Watson. And when I saw Noma's portrayal of grown-up Hermione, it just all made sense, because that is the Hermione I had in my head. I've had in my head for God knows how many years. Just the way she spoke and the way she carried herself and the way she interacted with Ron, oh my god, it was just perfect. It was just everything that you, as a lover of the characters, that you hope it will be like. That's what it was. That's what was shown in the play. Just everyone in it was amazing, and one of my favourite things was being able to revisit Dumbledore and Snape. I mean, when Snape appeared, I think one of the things that made it for me was the audience's reactions, and being able to enjoy that, and kind of knowing that everyone felt the same at specific points. So when Snape appeared and everyone just kind of reacted, and you just heard everyone go, oh, and just the love that you could actually, it sounds ridiculous. I'm laughing just saying it sounds so ridiculous, but you could really feel the love in the room when Snape appeared. Same for Dumbledore. It was just so lovely. And when they revisit some of the scenes from the books, the early books, such as when Lily and James get killed, and when Hagrid goes and finds Harry in Godric's Hollow, and when Hagrid goes to get Harry from the lighthouse in the first book, and just to be able to see those things happening right in front of you is just so amazing, and just everything about it was incredible. Now I'm trying to actually kind of form opinions and not just gush. There were a couple of things that were kind of glaringly, I don't want to say glaringly negative because that sounds too negative, but kind of glaringly problematic for me. The first was the whole idea that Cedric Diggory being humiliated during the Triwizard Tournament would turn him into a dangerous dark wizard. I don't think that's realistic. I don't think that matches the Cedric Diggory that was described and portrayed in the books. He was always described as, popular and nice, people liked him. I don't think a bout of humiliation would have turned him that evil. And it didn't occur to me yesterday when I saw it. I woke up with that in my head, which was odd. But I think sleeping on it, I didn't get home till really late, and then sleeping on it and then waking up, that was in my head. The next point, however, was in my head throughout the entire play, both plays. And I've read some things about this on Tumblr since, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't just me who thought this. Obviously, I didn't think it was just me. I'm not a special snowflake. But I just wanted to kind of see what other people's thoughts were on this. And that is the fact that, for me, it was quite obvious, or it seemed obvious, that Scorpius and Albus liked each other as more than friends. And the whole way through, it's just kind of like, oh, best friends, best friends, best friends. But some of the things they said and some of the ways they connected and some of, the body language wasn't just friends. And I feel like the whole way through it, the little nods to Scorpius fancying Rose and Albus fancying Delphi, it was just kind of mandatory heterosexuality of teenagers, and that's the way people think stories have to be. And for me, it just made no sense. It didn't make any sense. It would have made much more sense if at the end it transpired that they realised they did like each other as more than friends. I'm saying this is the perspective of someone who is straight, and I don't want to kind of take these points away from people who probably obviously have experienced kind of same-sex relationships, obviously in a way that I haven't. It seems a great shame to me that we're still not at the point where two characters of the same sex can like each other as more than friends, and it doesn't have to be a big deal or part of the plot. So that was kind of frustrating. Though, changing the subject again, it's just reminded me of something else I really loved, and that was seeing Draco and Harry as friends. I just really feel like it felt quite peaceful to me to see the banter between them towards the end of the play. And it felt quite satisfying seeing Draco as such kind of a really caring dad and a really good husband, and Harry as being kind of more flawed as a parent than Draco in some senses, or in lots of senses in these plays. And to see Draco trying to right Harry's wrongs seemed quite great. It was quite satisfying to watch, and I feel like Harry learnt a lot from Draco, and I really like that. You know, because I feel like all the way through the books we knew that Draco was kind of pushed into a lot of things and forced into a lot of things, and now that he was free of that, you can see that he's really come into his own, which was really lovely to see. I think that's basically all I wanted to say today, so that's about it. I know it's really, really weird that I've turned the camera on after all these years, and I know, like, how bad is this quality. I'm using my photo booth camera on my Mac, and I've lit it with the torch on my phone, so this is a massive throwback, because when I made that first video it was with a webcam as well. And then I went to SLR, and now I'm back to webcam because I haven't set a camera up in such a long time. So it's just balanced on like a shoebox and loads of thick recipe books, which is ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily saying this is going to be me back into vlogging. I don't know if it will be, but I just really wanted to upload this video. I thought it'd be nice. I thought it'd be nice to have on my channel. Can't believe it's been 9 years since I was featured on YouTube, since all of that started and all of that kicked off. Nearly a decade. It's just unbelievable. Thank you so much if you've watched this, and if you've watched my videos in the past, thank you so much for watching them again. I'm so grateful. Leave a comment to say hi. I'm sure I'll remember your username. And anyone else, thank you for watching this too. Let me know your thoughts on the play, please, because I don't know too many people who have, well, I don't really know anyone other than the people I went with yesterday who have seen it, so I'd love to have people to discuss this with. So yeah, please do leave comments, and I hope you're all well, and I will maybe see you soon. Bye.